Alright, why am I here? Why am I making this video? Why? Why am I doing this? Why is there a blank wall against me? That's my bedroom wall, it's blank, whatever. To the point. Alright, we have an election coming up. And it's in a week. It's Halloween night. And after handing out candy to all the little trick-or-treaters, I had a great time. I had a wonderful time. So, anyways, basically, this election means a lot. And it doesn't just mean, oh, this will happen, this will happen. Well, it's really going to determine the next 4 years, of course. I mean, that's what elections are for, right? To determine the next 4 years. If you're a Democrat or a Republican, I beg you to listen to this video. This video is important. This video is important because I want to change your mind. I want to change your mind about the views on this election. Now, it shows one man, our president, Barack Obama. It shows him struggling to fight for re-election. And it shows a man who they say, oh, hasn't done nothing for this country. And it has shown basically that, well, you really hope the other guy is not better than you, because if he is, he's going to get voted in. Simple as that. And on the other side, you have Republican presidential nominee Mitt Romney. Now, you're probably asking, who are you voting for? Well, I'll tell you at the end of this video. When this first started, we had Herman Cain running, we had a whole bunch of right-wing wackos. Now, I'm sorry, but it's just, I mean, where does the right wing really get these people? I mean, it's like they fucking pull them from the insane asylum and say, hey, here's a suit, a red tie, blue tie, a red and blue tie, a little presidential flag right here, and get out there. Well, what they don't tell them is, don't talk like yourself. Well, unfortunately, they do. And we, the American people, get to see that. Now, if it's one thing I'm going to say, is I am a very patriotic person. And I mean I am patriotic. And how do I mean that? Well, I don't just mean, oh, I hate terrorists. Not only do I hate terrorists and the low-life scum that reside in Al-Qaeda and Taliban and, the Mujahideen, all those pieces of crap. I'm talking about, countries bash on America because of our excess. Yeah, we got a lot of this, we got a lot of that. You know what? If it was them, they'd probably be the same way too. They would probably be just as gluttonous and happy. And you know what? I'd rather live in America and have all this excess and be called one of the fat countries and this and that than to live in some country where if I steal, my hand's going to get chopped off, or I'm going to go to jail for 6 months for kicking some guy's dog or stealing his cat, or I know that's not a real thing, I'm just saying something pathetic, because, well, that's how they decide to run their countries. Anyways, if the election was to happen today, Barack Obama would win. He's leading in all the polls, despite what you may hear. And You know what? Would I be happy with that? Yeah, I would. Why? Well, I grew up. I was I was 8 years old, and this is in '98. I was 8 years old when all this started. I'm 22 now. When Clinton went down because of the scandal, and then in 2000 when Bush won, and we had to deal with, oh, if he won, I'm sorry, but he stole that election thanks to Jeb, you know. Well, look up on it if you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I was 12 years old. No, yeah, I was 11. I was 11 years old when the towers hit. My grandfather calling me down, saying, B, come look at this. Saying, look what's happening. Seeing the planes hit the towers, all that. It shook me to my core. And I can't tell you how many times I would sit in 6th grade science class with my buddy, and we'd draw a map of the Middle East and be like, yeah, we'll bomb them like this, we'll do this, because we hated what they did to us. We hated what they did to us. When we went to Afghanistan, it was the right choice. It was. And I don't care what you say. And I know there's some extreme liberals out there, who are like, the kind of people I'm talking about, who are like, oh, you know what, well, we shouldn't have done this, we're killing people. Well, you know what? Casualties of war. I'm sorry. We had to do what we had to do. Yes, they're innocent people. They were getting hurt out there in Afghanistan. But you know what? We did our best. Now, I'm not really going to get deep into Iraq. But we all know that was the wrong move. And a lot of our soldiers will agree. Not all of them, but a lot. Anyways, and let's move on to the last election. Barack Obama versus McCain. Now, McCain had his great little YouTube video that was put up on the internet where he talked about, I'd stay in Iraq for the next 20 years with that cancerous thing on his face. It's like, bro, no, thank you. So, obvious choice was Barack Obama, because he offered change. What kind of change did he offer? Was it the right kind? These are questions you should ask yourself. I believe they were. And I believe he's done great things. Because of him, my shoulder is fixed. Because if McCain was in the presidency, I would be able to get healthcare for my shoulder, or my jaw, or any of the other medical problems I've had thanks to sports and sports injuries. If McCain was president, I probably would have had to suffer or paid thousands of dollars just to have my surgery on my shoulder. But because of Obama, I only had to pay basically the emergency fee, which was like, I only had to pay like $85 just to get this fixed. Now, was it completely free? No. Was it after he passed his Health Care Act? No. Have I been to the hospital since? Yes. And basically, I really paid, I think, like $20 for the medication, if that, even though the medication was $500 out of pocket, and I only paid $20. If my grandma was alive and she had her strokes and all the things that happened when she died, when Bush was in presidency, she'd be able to afford her medication. My grandma wasn't even able to afford her diabetes medication because of Bush. And these are the same freaking laws that Romney is going to try to pass and bring back. My grandma was 72 years old, and she couldn't even get medication for her diabetes because of Bush, because of his immaturity in the presidency. And Romney is going to do the same thing. You don't believe me? That's fine. But he will. Now, I'm going to lay out a few key points, and I'm going to end this video. Barack Obama hasn't done everything he could have or should have done. He's had a few minor mistakes. But what people don't realize is that he was left with the biggest mess any president could have ever undertook. And he has done quite a great job. And he has slipped up a few things he slipped up on. But he's done a great job. And now I'm going to tell you a few key points about Romney. And the things I'm going to tell you are not things I've heard from my neighbors or my friends or my family or the internet or YouTube, but these are things that I've seen while watching his presidential speeches in the debates. And you could watch these too, and all you gotta do is go into MSN.com or anywhere and just find the hour-and-a-half long speeches and just listen. He is a womanizer. He even speaks like it. He even talks how women are under men. He is against unions, and he is going to try to bring his religious beliefs onto this country. He's going to try to spread his Mormon beliefs. Well, that just can't happen. I'm sorry. Speaking from somebody who, well, I was once a Christian, but now I'm not. But I still know a lot about religion. I'm just saying. The guy's a lunatic and a greaseball. I mean, come on. How badly do you really want someone different than Barack Obama to pick a scumbag like Romney with his slick back grease hair and his nasty orange tan and that evil grin? Where have we seen that evil grin, people? George Bush. I'm just saying. He's a bad guy. A very bad guy. And we should not vote for Romney. That'd be bad. That'd just be bad. Now, I know a lot of people are going to vote for Romney, and I know it's going to be close. That's fine. But I have a good feeling. Barack Obama, 2012. And yes, I'm going to vote for Barack. Like I said, he's the right choice. And I'm definitely looking forward to 4 more years. Alright, signing off.